It has often been said that you're like the nicest looking member of the Smith Street Band, Chris.
Care to comment?
Yeah.
No.
Will and Chris from the Smith Street Band.
G'day.
We're here at your rehearsal practice room and just having a dip in the pool.
Yeah, having a
casual
cold dip.
How important is leisure time to the Smith Street Band?
I reckon this is like the third time that anyone's ever used this pool, and it's been here for like over a year now.
You know that Nick Cave once peed in this pool?
Oh my God, get me in there.
The new record is called More Scared of You Than You Are of Me.
That's it.
What scares you two? Like what actually scares you, Will?
Commitment
Commitment?
to the future.
I could have guessed that one.
Money.
Chris, what are you afraid
Nick Cave's urine.
Now, obviously, well, I guess the Smith Street Band is thought of as quite an Australian kind of band. There's a lot of like Australianisms in the lyrics and the music, but this album was recorded overseas, produced and engineered by Americans. Was that sort of a conscious choice to get away from being like an Aussie band, I suppose?
Yeah, it wasn't intentional, but I kind of like that there's a bit more of a worldwide influence on this record, maybe. Like, you know, a lot of the old stuff was like specifically about 3 suburbs in Melbourne, so it might be good to like broaden our horizons a little bit.
Well,
you know?
but despite that, I guess a lot of the songs and the album stuff have connected with overseas audience.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas, either of you, why that might be?
I think it's just the story. Someone said to us once that it's exotic, which I found really funny. To people from America, our accent and what we're singing about is sort of like interesting in a way that we wouldn't really you wouldn't think of it singing about it growing up here.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
It's
Australia,
unique,
yeah.
you know. It's like, and it's not, you know. There's lots of songs about New York and London and stuff, and there's maybe less about Belgrave.
This is the first record you put out on your own label, which is conveniently called Pool House Records. We're in a pool. It's great. It's all coming together. Has that been a bit of a learning curve? Like, what have you learned about?
Total. See how he like threw the mic?
Yeah, I've done nothing.
It has been a learning curve. Learning how to run a business, pretty much.
It's hard, right? I think the trick is just getting unpaid interns to do everything.
Do you know what? I talked about getting. I said the other day, like, let's get an intern.
We should get an intern. Remember that person who emailed us saying he'd love to be an intern, and you wrote back saying, I don't know if we're looking for interns, but we might later, so send us your email. And he wrote back saying, I just did a nang to death to the lads. It was fucking sick.
Do you expect much to be different about the next run of shows you're going to do?
There is a surprise. 2 surprises, actually.
Double surprise.
But they are surprises for a reason.
Yeah, you obviously can't talk about them.
I think
now.
they won't be revealed until the first song of the first show even. And
You got the dancers, you got the backup
you've got a
singers.
full team of dancers.
Yeah,
You've got
great.
the acrobatics. You've got the live animals. Like, it's a kind of a bigger, just a bit of a bigger show.
Chris, are you nervous at all about getting elevated 16 feet above the crowd and having to play your drum solo while the riser does a 360 turn?
So, you know, I just saw a video the other day. Parkway Drive do that now.
Parkway Drive?
No joke.
You two seem to share the task of doing social media for the band. What's the easiest way you think for fans to work out who's written what on social media?
What did you write on our Twitter little bio thing? It says like, real tweets are Chris, dumb tweets are Will. Or something like
Okay,
That's
that's
true.
a good way of splitting it
that's
up.
true.
Okay, great. The band's known for having, I guess, quite an intimate connection with fans. How do you like sort of maintain that while at the same time obviously growing bigger as a band and getting more and more fans, I guess, playing to bigger and bigger crowds?
We try to really, I try to interact with people as much as I can, talk to people after shows, and, you know, we're doing this signing. I'm doing like an in-store signing tour for the album where I'll play 4 different record stores and hang around and meet everyone and stuff.
Now, Chris, you're well known for hating the fans. Are you excited that you're going to be further away from them physically than ever?
get me like behind the backdrop if possible.
So the album's coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know when people are going to watch this video.
Bought a copy, like I paid for it with my own money for my dad, which just arrived at his house. He texted me this morning.
Is your dad going to be a bit upset that he just got another copy of one of Chris's albums? I wanted a lawnmower.
Do you know what his text message said? It said, Chris, the record looks great packaging, and the vinyl looks great. Was there a Pool House Records tee coming as well?
So your dad's trying to scam free merch off you?
Totally.
Well, he probably deserves it.
Yeah,
I mean, give him a free T-shirt.